Revelio.
Okay. Yes. Nasal. Basically a cat. It's basically a kid. I like a kid. Let's go and see the caretaker. He sounds like someone not to be trusted, the caretaker. But that's because, like, whenever there's a film, it's usually like the opposite, isn't it?
Revelio.
Everyone in the books is someone to trust, and the ones that aren't. And when you play the game, it's, you know, different stories. So they sort of reverse all of that. But we'll see. Maybe he's just a bit grumpy fella, but he's a lovely man, really. Plenty of them around.
There you are. The Crosswands duelist to beat.
Indeed I am.
Let's be sure we do. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo.
That's 2. That's got to be 4. That's got to be 4. Mm.
Revelio.
the amount of time you spend talking about to meet the car.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
Large ornate hourglass. Hourglasses contain rubies, diamonds, sapphires, and emeralds are enchanted to keep count on the house points. Gryffindor, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, and Slytherin, respectively.
Revelio.
Hogwarts architect shown here, surrounded by the four house mascots, designed and oversaw the construction of Hogwarts Castle alongside founder Rowena Ravenclaw, who is credited with creating its ever-changing floor plan.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented
Revelio.
Been having strange dreams of late. You should analyze them. You can tell me all. You should consider carrying a protection jar.
Reparo.
Might I trouble you for a moment?
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts Caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologize if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. From what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Hamura. That's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Hello, Hamura.
Well done! You're in! Remember, use a disillusionment charm.
Revelio.
No one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Hello, Hamura. Revelio.
Dear Maribel, my dear Dot has been asking after you. Perhaps I could convince her to stop in for a better beer or two if you were to join us. It's been far too long. When you do manage to come by, I wonder if you'd be able to part with a few of your plants, the more fragrant ones. Ever since the troll attack, customers have been complaining about the smell of, believe it or not, old socks. Nothing I've tried seems to Cover the Saints. Hoping to see you soon, with or without the plants, your friend Serena. That's lovely.
Revelio.
Frustrating receipt of your most recent hour. Apologies for the delay in my response. I'm still receiving a good deal of correspondence regarding the introduction of the not-so-recent stooging penalty in Quidditch, which, in my humble opinion, has brought the game into the modern age. Astonishing, frankly, how many spectators want nothing less than seeing Quidditch keepers flattened entirely. As to the topic of your recent letter, we at the Ministry assure you that any and all potential threats to Wizardcode are taken quite seriously. I may note of your concern, and in as much as time allows, the Department of Magical Law Enforcement will ensure that the matter is looked into, schedule permitting. Value the opinions of esteemed witches such as yourself, and you may rest assured that we have matters well in hand. Should you wish, I can have my secretary secure seats for yourself and a guest in this year's Quidditch final. I would think you would be delighted to see the results of a well-run and efficient government. Almost Grard Faris Spavin, Minister for Magic.
Revelio.
Okay. Under staff, the Hogwarts house elves do an exceptional job of keeping the castle in order. They are seldom unprepared for any number of items that they might encounter each day. However, only the other day an unexpected stash of visiting crackers went off from behind a cushion. The cacophony was most untoward, engulfing one poor elf in blue smoke, giving those of us nearby an abominable ring in our ears. The rest of the day, I expect that the culprit was Peeves. You keep an eye out and be careful. Matilda Weasley, Deputy Headmistress.
Revelio. Revelio. Hello, Hamora. Revelio.
Dear my darling Abraham, you'll be overjoyed to know that the local children have taken to playing gobstones in the street just outside of your study window. Quite charming, I must say. I noticed the youngest was without her own set of gobstones, so I lent her one of yours. I knew you wouldn't mind. I do hope things are going well at the castle. I'm relieved that you arrived safely. To the story about that gentleman for the ministry. Was he really travelling with Eleazar, the student? Simply dreadful. Do write when you have a moment. I'm most eager to hear more stories of this year's Summoners Court participants. Students so adore you, my dear. With love, M.
Revelio.
potentially a pot of gold in the rainbow. Somewhere else.
Revelio.
How are your students getting on this year?
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
Generation of cotton cake flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
You say that every year, Matilda.
Revelio.
Boris the Bewildered. The statue of a lost-looking wizard known as Boris the Bewildered has perplexed students for ages. Is he coming or going? Is he at the beginning of a journey or the end? Perhaps we shall never know.
Revelio. This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Don't really know what I'm going to be doing there.
Revelio.
Always mucking about, stirring up trouble. Perhaps Ranrock and Hislop wouldn't be so combative if the Ministry would allow them to have wands. One of those goblins comes near me, I'll hurt
Aloha Mora.
But there's a lot of self, so, not like character.
He's right. Why don't you leave goblins alone, troll? How dare you speak to a prefect that way? I'm a prefect too.
Revelio.
Happy house points. You really can't do that.
those ones.
Revelio.
I hope there are no students in the hospital wing on account of my venomous tentacula.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other pills and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows.
Hogwarts Midwest Hospital when attending Heenan was a patient received by order of Professor Black, age redacted by order of Professor Black. The patient was all injured during a Quidditch match, though in my professional impression, redacted. Only counts as an injury. In fact, if anyone was injured, it was me, as I do not believe I've ever rolled my eyes quite so hard in my life as it is a wonder. I can even see to write this down. Rather unbelievably, or indeed despicably, the minister now wants to redact.
Perhaps not. Anyway, I had high hopes for Hufflepuff. I was finally going to learn the Quidditch rules.
It's a majestic sport.
How's that?
Well, all of the teams.
Revelio.
Isn't it?
Oh, I suppose I should pay closer attention in the next match, if there ever is one.
I suppose you should.
Revelio.
Many assume this to be the shell of a fire crown in this video. However, those in the know swear it's bejeweled tortoise shell created by a man wizard near Versailles. When his shutter was over on my nifflers, the dazzling shell was carried off to be discovered years later by a Hogwarts professor on holiday in the Ardennes.
Revelio.
What is that? Dragon. 6, 9 to 5? Spider. Spider is...
Revelio. Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as an oat! An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar, and I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alahamora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that. Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help.
Revelio.
Keep at it so we can solve